This episode of Spectacular Fanboy Talk is brought to you by nobody, because nobody wants to sponsor our stupid bullshit. Hey everybody, welcome to Spectacular Fanboy Talk, the only podcast on the internet. I'm TroyBoy17. I'm here with my buddy Austin, also known as Storytelling Vlaire, and we're here to talk about some fucking stupid shit.
Damn straight. All the childhood wants and desires, things that are only intended for kids, that's what we talk about.
Hell yeah.
We get yelled at, we get angry about it, we spend so much money on it, but that's okay, right? Yeah. It's cool.
I guess.
It's because it's what we like, so bear with us, folks. This is a really meta show.
I guess so, yeah. We're third episode. We're already tired of it.
Oh, yeah.
Announcement. The Spectacular Fanboy Talk is now on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker. There'll be a bunch of shit. Links in the description of this YouTube video. If you're not on YouTube, then it doesn't apply to you. So, yeah. So if you're looking for it on other things where you don't have to lock your phone because you don't have YouTube Premium like I do because I'm a rich man, then there you go. That's for you. Because a lot of people have been asking for that, and we finally figured it out because we're not complete idiots. We're a little bit idiots, but we figured it out.
Let me correct you. It wasn't we who figured it out. I guess Troy figured it out.
Okay.
I am by no means a technical person. Literally show up here, speak my mind, and then expect a paycheck. It's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. I know, it's a great setup, guys.
Hell yeah. But anyway, I guess we'll get into our weekly stuff. How was your week? You do anything?
Well, read some stuff.
Yeah.
I've completely betrayed myself. I mentioned it last episode. But I read 2 books that I never thought in my entire life I would be interested in reading and collecting. Are you ready for this?
Huh.
Are you ready?
I don't think so.
Are any of you guys ready? You can hear a drum. What am I reading? Okay. I'm reading Venom.
Oh, okay. That's not that out of...
No. There's one more. There's one more.
Okay.
Are you want to guess it? It's a Marvel book. It's a character I never would think...
Rocket Raccoon.
No.
That's all I know.
Come on, there's one more. There's got to be one more.
Captain Marvel.
Hulk.
America Chavez.
Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading Immortal Hulk.
I've heard that's really good.
It's amazing.
I've heard it's really good.
It is amazing. Talk about standalone issues, horror, morality tales.
It fucking outsold Batman. So like,
dude, right now, if you buy the newest issues, it has like a sticker that says this series has won an Eisner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a little kind of patting yourself on the back there, Marvel. But
yeah, good job. You finally did it.
Slapping a sticker on there. Hey, everybody, look, we won something.
Congratulations, we did it.
You know the funny, speaking of stickers on something, have you seen Spider-Verse Blu-rays and it says Oscar-nominated movie? It won.
But it's an animated film.
And then the funniest part is Wreck-It Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
It says Oscar winning because they were convinced they would win. I don't think they do anymore, but I remember in those couple weeks of
that's the difference between Sony and fucking Disney right there.
Yeah.
Straight up. One is just like, okay, maybe we'll win, but we'll see. We're surely going to try our hardest. And the other one is like, oh, we're going to win.
Yeah,
we're going to win.
What's that, Spider-Man? That's stupid. Spider-Man sucks. Go see our Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, let's go check out Wreck-It Ralph. You can see all of our Disney properties on it. You can see Marvel, Star Wars, everything.
But, Immortal Hulk and Venom.
Yeah, I mean, if you could pick up probably the trade of Immortal Hulk, because apparently the Immortal Hulk first issue is $40.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the first 6 issues of Venom, I think, are around like $30, which is still a lot.
Who's writing Hulk?
His name escapes me, honestly. I really should have come more prepared for that.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, I really should have. Didn't do my homework. Sorry, guys. But honestly, just look up Immortal Hulk. I'm sure you'll find a picture of like Alex Ross's art.
Oh,
he's
doing the covers?
He's doing the covers. He's doing all the covers.
Right. That's cool.
And yeah, dude. Oh man, the book is amazing.
Yeah, I've heard really, really great things about it. It is the reason that Tom King's Batman is ending, though. Because it outsold Batman.
Literally. And I will admit, if the later issues or if the first couple of issues are any indicator of how the later issues are going to be, like if they're the same quality, then I understand it. I really do, because they're all self-contained issues of Bruce Banner showing up to a town, and there's some sort of like genetic horror show going on. Okay, that's cool. Know, like, and it's just all little morality tales. And a lot of stuff reflecting on like Bruce and like, you know, if he's a monster or whatever, you know. And here's one subtle change I like about this, and this is the reason why I like this story a lot more. I never liked Hulk as a character just because, like, when he's Hulk, he's just some big, dumb green guy who's really strong.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hulk fans. Sorry. You can destroy me.
The character of Hulk was never the thing. It was always the thing.
Right.
It was always Bruce Banner was the interesting side of the Hulk. And then when fans wanted to get, you know, just let loose, that's where...
Exactly, yeah. You get a lot of action moments, and you also get some sentimental moments. Yeah. That's why I've always kind of liked The Thing a little bit better, because it's just both of those guys together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But this series... It writes the Hulk as pretty intelligent. Yeah. And he is more like the devil on your shoulder. When he pops out only at night. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He pops out at night, and every time he victimizes somebody, he listens to their problems and uses it to turn it around on them and make them feel really horrible about what they're doing. And to the point, like, he'll do that and then hurt them. He won't kill them. Yeah. But, like, with this one guy, he's just like, oh, I know I killed a little girl in a shop, you know, and I've done all these horrible things, but I'm not a bad guy. I have a wife and kid, yada, yada, yada. Am I a bad guy? And, like, Hulk will just be like, Hulk will just be like, what do you think? And just, like, grab him.
Are you fucking stupid?
Right.
Listen, man, I know I killed a bunch of people, but, like...
I'm not a bad person.
I'm a good guy. That sounds cool, though.
It's good, though. Yeah, it's good. I mean, if you... The best part is, and sometimes this is what my favorite thing about comic books, is when you can just pick up an issue and read it. Yeah. That's certainly the truth of this series. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's not like Venom, where you definitely need to read it from the beginning to understand what's going on later. This is just like... Each issue is contemporary, and it has little seeds that help it propel.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. So,
cool.
Tell what...
Oh, is that it? Did you see anything or what? You know?
Well, I did see a bunch of other stuff. I mean, do you want me to unload everything?
Oh, this is you thought you saw was cool. You know,
I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I did too.
Did you like it?
I really liked it.
I did too.
I really liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was. It's so different.
Yeah,
it's so different.
It is not a conventional.
Not at all. And I think he's earned it. I think Tarantino. Like, if this were kind of Joe Schmo. Mm-hmm. Any other kind of indie filmmaker, I'd be like, okay, I'm kind of hesitant about that. I don't know if I like it, but because I trust Tarantino, even though he's incredible, this is gonna be his most controversial movie, I think. More because not only like we won't go to I don't want to go into spoilers for it because there's really only one thing to talk about.
I'll say this. This is no real spoiler, but.
These are some huge spoilers for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If you have not seen the movie and you do not want to be spoiled, please skip to the 16-minute mark. That's where we stop talking about it. We're fucking idiots. I apologize.
If you guys have seen Inglourious Basterds, I have been comparing this film to Inglourious Basterds a lot because one notable thing he did in Inglourious Basterds was clearly change history. Yeah. You know? And if you...
Okay, I guess we're just going spoilers now. This is...
Well, no.
That's pretty spoilery.
Maybe. You don't know what it is, but like...
If you know what the movie is, you know what it is.
See, the thing, I went in super blind.
See, I went in... Well, okay, that's fair. But okay, that's true.
Because I had to piece it together as it was going. Cause,
See, I knew what it was about. I knew who... Yeah, who she was and stuff. But I didn't know exactly how it went down. Mm-hmm. So that was... Yeah, but...
I honestly went into it with like... This is a period piece. Yeah. It has Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie. Yep. To me, I was like, that's it. Cool. Yep. And I saw Margot Robbie doing a cool little dance. and I was like, cool, sold. I'll go buy my ticket right now.
It's definitely a very like, oh God, I was thinking about it last night. It's such a fucking, I really like the ending of it. And I guess we could just do, I'll add a little thing for it before we do. We can just talk about it because fuck it. Okay. The fact that Sharon Tate does not die, I love. I think it's fucking fantastic because what it does is it takes. You know the story, right? Mm-hmm. They were horribly
murdered.
Yep. No, but not not just the murder, but the people who did it were awful. Yeah. And so basically, I love how Tarantino was like, no, we're gonna tell the story and we're gonna turn them into jokes. We're gonna take away their power. We're gonna, and I think that's such a fuck. It's like if you tell a story with Hitler in it. And you make him an idiot, fucking pussy ass piece of shit, can't do anything right, loser. Right. That's good. That's a good way to tell it, that kind of story, and I think that's so fucking important.
And that's how he kind of did it in Inglourious Basterds, in a way. You know, like he really played up the comedy with, you know, when the bastards burst through the door, and he immediately started lighting up on his corpse, and you see piece of flesh just flying off of Hitler's face. Yeah. I felt like it was kind of the same thing when like Brad Pitt was just
with
like,
the fucking with Sadie Atkins getting fucking
or when the dog was just chewing them all up. You know what I mean? It's just, we were laughing the entire time. You know, having a ball.
It's interesting how there's a lot of controversy with this movie about like violence on women and stuff, and it's like it's clearly done because of it. I mean, Tarantino's always been a super controversial person since basically started making movies. Right. But like it is kind of weird how this movie's so tame and so restrained until the last like 5 minutes, and then he just goes. It's like he had all that pent up rage. Yeah, it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
I think
I loved it. I thought it was great. And
I did too.
I could understand why there are people who have problems with it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's any political thing. I don't think it's a sexist thing, like a violence against women thing. But when I was watching, I saw it happening. I was like, this is gonna make people mad. Yeah, because it did feel like she got it worse. Yeah, and I think the reason she got it worse was not because she's a woman, but because she was the worst one of them.
Right, and I think that's what people need to remember when going into this film.
They are monsters. She's not even a woman anymore.
This isn't Tarantino attacking women. Mm-hmm. This is Tarantino attacking somebody who did something horrendous. Yeah. Basically, like, I mean, not equating it to Hitler, but
no, it's
you know
similar.
What I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
a fucking monster, and
he's making light of a very touchy, very dark, and
there's a lot of people saying it's the thing that fucking bothered me. I saw people on Twitter being like, you shouldn't have made this movie because you're capitalizing on Sharon Tate's death. It's like, she doesn't even die in the movie. So clearly they didn't see the fucking movie. Right. So I think a lot of controversy, I don't know, there's a lot of the controversy is kind of unearned. Yeah. And stuff, but I fucking loved it. I loved the only thing that I did not like, and it really did bother me. I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. Okay. They made him a fucking jackass. They made him suck.
Oh man.
And I was like,
I didn't even recognize the character.
Really? See, I did.
When I first I mean, I did. Yeah. But because he just, was the way he was, I was just like, wait, that's Bruce Lee?
And it's certainly possible that Bruce Lee was all talk. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's true, because from all the stuff that I have seen of him, he seems like he was not all talk. Right, yeah. And so, like, I think the purpose of that scene was to make it so this fictional character, Cliff Booth, is so good that he could beat up Bruce Lee, and then so he's going to beat up the Manson, the Manson family. So, like, that was the purpose of it, but it was done at a way of, like, really kind of, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of, it bothered me because I went in, I saw the trailer, and I was like, I'm really excited to see this guy play Bruce Lee. I'm really excited because I really love Bruce Lee, and Right. So that's kind of my only big problem with the movie. But that scene with with that little girl where he's talking about the book, that's fucking perfect. This is gonna be a movie that is gonna go. You're gonna be in a film class. People are gonna talk about this movie for years because it's so. Because I was in my film class when I took that one film class. Mm-hmm. Every scene they showed, they had to give context for. Yeah. And it was kind of difficult sometimes because it was like sometimes the scene would be at the end of the movie. You can't really show context for it. Mm-hmm. But all the scenes are pretty fucking.
Yeah, what's interesting. What's interesting is like this film felt like not a spiritual sequel to like Pulp Fiction.
It definitely did.
Pulp Fiction in a way. Yeah, Pulp Fiction was obviously like segmented into small films that all happened to serve a larger purpose. This film did the exact same thing. It's just the difference was that it did not segment anything. Yeah. Entire scenes of a film could have just been their own thing.
Yeah, exactly. It felt like a collection of short films more than anything.
Right, who happened to star the same characters over and over again. Yeah. Honestly, the only thing I wish I was a better film buff. Yeah. Especially like a little bit more old school stuff from that time period, because I feel like there was a lot of Easter eggs and nuggets.
There were a lot of actors because Rick Dalton is not real. Mm-hmm. He's a fictional character, but he's clearly based on other people, like a Steve McQueen kind of guy. Mm-hmm. So Steve McQueen was in this movie, and there was a lot of Tarantino loves his character actors. He loves that kind of. That's why he made a fucking movie about them. Yeah. So there's clearly a lot of nods to that, and I also wish I had known all of them. Mm-hmm. Because I bet you Tarantino put a lot of heart and soul into every single one of these fucking scenes, and I didn't even I couldn't tell sometimes. Right. Same. Not that I couldn't tell him that the scene was bad, because obviously, technically, it's fucking perfect.
Right. There were moments where you felt like maybe this wasn't for me. Yeah. Or I wish.
Sometimes it felt like you were listening to an inside joke that you didn't, you weren't there for, but you're still kind of like laughing along. It's like, everybody's having a good time. So
right,
yeah. But I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of Tarantino's films.
Yeah, me too. It definitely isn't his best one.
Right.
I think I personally think Django's his best one. But
Django's my favorite, but I recently watched Reservoir Dogs for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen that one?
No, I don't think I have.
That is his first film.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah, and you can tell after he was done with Reservoir Dogs, he, like Frank Miller, had something to say. Because then he immediately did Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And both of those films go hand in hand.
Really?
So much, like, maybe they don't, but, like, here's the thing. You know, like, Vince Vega in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
John Travolta's character. His brother is in Reservoir Dogs.
Okay, that's cool.
Vic Vega.
The original MCU.
Basically.
The TCU, Tarantino.
Exactly. The Tarantino universe.
Yeah.
I recommend seeing it, actually. I'll let you borrow it.
I want to. I definitely want. I've been...
Reservoir Dogs and Django, for me, are... They're kind of... They're fighting for that first spot.
Okay. I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, the only one I haven't seen so far is Jackie Brown.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. I was looking for it the other day, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that movie, I saw that, yeah. Anything else for you, or?
Not really. I mean, this week was first a real appearance of Wolverine's new daughter.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah, I read that when you were on your way.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Great. It's okay.
That's the reaction I want for this kind of introduction.
Seriously.
I still believe that. I think if she were like 10, I think it'd be a lot more interesting of a dynamic.
Yeah, I think the problem is like it's in these Marvel Presents comics.
Oh, so it's not in like the...
I dig it because like I like those kind of like stories because like certain characters who don't normally get an ongoing are given a chance to for some limelight.
Yeah.
While also pairing them up next to bigger characters who sell. But this is the kind of story that it's frustrating because since it's literally like 10 pages, you read those 10 pages and then you're like, all right, next month I get another 10 pages.
Yeah.
So you might as well trade weight. Yeah. Which apparently they're going to take all the Wolverine stuff because I guess Wolverine's been in every single one of these presents.
Okay.
And there's 7 of them.
Interesting.
So they're going to take all those short stories.
Big trade.
Yeah, and
they're probably going to take half of them and then half of them realistically. Like to do,
and then sell it for $17.99.
Please, motherfucker! It's gonna be $25.99. They sell those Marvel, the MCU prelude things for $25.99. It was just two issues.
Yeah, 2 issues, and then
just a recap
Stanley
of
Classic.
Yeah, but
yeah, we can move on to what you've seen though.
We talked about Once Upon a Time. That was a movie I saw this week. I finally finished Green Arrow, the Green Arrow book. I've been putting it off because I didn't want it to end because I was just sad. I was such a sad man.
It's okay.
And then I was like, fuck it. I'll just get it over with.
Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I ripped it off like a Band-Aid. It still hurt a lot. But it's very clearly that they rushed to this ending. Mm-hmm. They like the jump between 49 and 50 is big.
Oh, okay.
At the end of 49, they're like, boom, 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 boom. Like, here's a big twist, and then and then half of the 50 issue is dealing with it, and the second half isn't so much. It's very clearly like, shit, we got canceled. We lost a lot of stuff we wanted to tell.
Yeah.
But 48 and 49 are fantastic. I really, really love them. Mm-hmm. I think it's not these new writers. They're not as good as Percy, but they get the Dinah stuff better.
Yeah.
Percy got Oliver better. But they get the Dinah-Oliver relationship better here, which that's kind of what I'm reading for,
right?
Honestly, because if I want to read a good Oliver book, I'll read the Jeff Lemire run or something. Mm-hmm. So, 48 and 50, or no, sorry, 48, 49, Vertigo, fucking awesome, fucking awesome. It has like one of the best endings ever. It's so fucking like, do you know? I won't summarize it. I won't spoil it. But do you know, like the
I mean, you could go. You can go into some spoilers for me. Right. It won't. Okay. You might inspire me to go pick up those issues.
All right. So this is spoilers for Green Arrow 4849, by Kelly. I think is the. Hold up. I got it right here. Who are the writers? I keep forgetting their names. Yeah, Kelly and Lansing. So 48 and 49 is about. Count Vertigo breaks out of jail because Count Vertigo, he's got like a chip in his head that lets him basically give you a headache. It makes you feel like it gives you vertigo. So he's a really good Green Arrow villain because he just makes him, he can't aim.
Yeah,
he's perfect.
Right.
It's such a like small. It's great. I love Vertigo. So Vertigo is in jail, and he decides he wants to practice his power, and he realizes he can warp reality.
Okay.
And he breaks out of prison, and then Oliver is like pushing himself away from Dinah. He's like he's staying out in the field for like 19 hours a day. He's like one more. You know, he's staying out. He really doesn't want to work. Or he just because of Roy's death, because he's so broken about it.
Yeah.
And then Dinah's trying to get him to open up, and then Vertigo's like causes the city to attack to collapse and like warp in on itself in this like trippy Doctor Strange kind of thing. And Roy Harper's the person who put him in jail.
Okay.
But he doesn't know that Roy was Arsenal. Roy Harper, the citizen, put him in jail, and he's like, "Give me Roy Harper! I want to fucking kill him. I'm gonna beat the shit out of that guy. I fucking hate him." And so Oliver comes up, and they fight, and like, and he's just, and they're you know, they do a whole thing, and and then Oliver finds out that Vertigo can't do this. Vertigo doesn't know how to warp reality. It's just a chip that gives you a headache, and so none of it's real.
Oh,
it's all fake. It's all fucking
great.
bullshit. Yeah, so it's all just like, and so he's like, it's all about perspective and making you. So what he does is he lines up the Space Needle with his bow. And he shoots the Space Needle at Vertigo. It's so fucking fun. It's so fucking. It doesn't really make a ton of sense, but it's fucking sweet. And so so it all stops, and Vertigo's like, "Where the fuck is Roy Harper? I know you worked with him. Where the fuck is he?" And Grano's just like, "He's dead." And Vertigo just stops, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he's just like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know." And it's this very like peaceful moment of like Oliver almost killed him, but then like they just kind of stop, and they hug it out, and they're like, because Vertigo was kind of a father figure also to Oliver, or sorry, to Roy.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a very touching moment of like they both lost him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
it's super super cool, and it really humanizes Count Vertigo, and it's so fucking sweet. I fucking love those two issues were fantastic.
Yeah.
And then number 50, we read this.
Yeah.
When we find out that the box is empty.
Right.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, thank fucking god. Because I do feel like Snyder did not know what he wanted to put in that box, and then but that was the perfect thing they could have done, because it's so open to interpretation too. Because Oliver thinks that scene where he finds out is so fucking powerful. It's so fucking
it is, yeah,
it's so good. Yeah, there's like no words. It's so fucking. I love it. And then Oliver thinks that he was just being played. You know, he was just being treated like a little kid. Like, well, here you go. Here's your. But I like to think that John actually thought that Oliver would be the person to take.
He doesn't need. There's nothing that the league.
There's no
give.
power. There's no item. It's just Oliver needs to. If the league were to go bad, it would be Oliver to step up and maybe form another team to be like, let's take him down. You know,
right? Yeah. Or just anything. Like, I mean, Oliver has all the resources to be able to do such a thing. Yeah. You know, so yeah. I mean, metaphorically, the box being empty could show that, like, you know, Oliver. Yeah. There's nothing we could give you.
Yeah, you have
it. You know
what
I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need...
But and then, of course, he takes it the wrong way, because of course he fucking would. Cause it's all, I loved that. It was fucking fantastic.
It was a good character moment.
It was. Oh, God, it was. And then the only thing I didn't care for in issue 50 was the whole Dinah being in the CIA thing. Wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, it threw me off a little bit.
It just, because it was introduced at the end of 49... right into 50, we don't really build upon it. We don't really understand it so well.
I see. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it felt very rushed. Yeah. Where it's like, if we had taken a little bit more time to kind of understand it, maybe like one issue of backstory or something. I mean, maybe we already had the backstory in the New 52 Black Canary. Yeah. Because I haven't read that, because I've heard it's not the best interpretation of her. Because they cut out, because she'll just have her mom. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of my only issue with that. With that issue. But it's still. Fantastic run. If you really want to read Green Arrow 1 through 50, that's good. It's all great. Even the stuff that's not great, it's still pretty great. Yeah. I think the worst it ever gets is like towards the end, from like it's issue 40s or whatever. Yeah. It just starts kind of becoming throwaway arcs. Yeah. But then like it really picks back up at the end, which is important. It's definitely very these new writers were definitely filler writers. Because they thought they were going to get another, you know, but they were good filler writers, if that makes sense. Yeah, they were able to jump in and assess the situation and understand where it needed to go and how to end. Yeah, the only like really bad change in quality from Percy's run to the new stuff was the art. You know, you don't have Schmidt or you don't have Ferreira. Yeah, which God, I miss them. I guess Ferreira's a Marvel exclusive now.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I just read on somewhere that DC doesn't have him anymore. So.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that, or he could be an Image.
He could be.
It's either Image or it's Marvel.
It's probably an Image, actually. Yeah.
But
yeah. So I read those, and then, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There was something else. I went to Disneyland.
Oh, that's a minor thing.
Yeah. So I went to Disneyland. I think the only thing that we really need to talk about is the new Star Wars stuff.
No, I want to hear about the magic teacups.
We didn't go to the teacups. It was too crowded.
How dare you?
It actually wasn't as crowded as we were expecting. Because what?
It's Disney or Star Wars Land?
Both.
Well, see, I imagine Star Wars Land because that's been talk of the town.
But it's not that crowded. That's the thing. Like it was.
Well, no. Yeah, exactly. That Star Wars Land is not that crowded.
Yeah. Well, no, neither of them. Because I guess what Disney's doing, they've blocked any annual pass holders until September. So because that's what they do every summer. That's not different for them. They've always done that because they want to maintain crowds, and obviously, like, they'd rather have people buying tickets than people who've already paid for the pass and stuff.
Yeah.
So only individual ticket or the highest tier of annual pass can get in. Mm. But the problem is people are like, it's probably super crowded because of Star Wars Land, so we don't want to go. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. And obviously this might be different like the ride at the Smuggler's Run ride we didn't do because it was an hour and a half wait, and there isn't a fucking fast pass for it for some weird fucking reason. But for the most part, if you want to go to Disneyland, do it this summer. Yeah, it's actually not a bad time to do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Galaxy's Edge, it should have been called Galaxyland. I don't get because everything else is a land. Just call it what? It's so fucking weird to me.
I bet they were like teetering on it.
Yeah.
They probably picked a name that they thought was Star Wars friendly.
Yeah.
Because.
Well, the thing's in the universe. When you get there, it's not called that. Oh. If you say Galaxy's Edge, they'll be like, "What the fuck is Galaxy's Edge?" They'll be like, "You're on the planet of Batuu. You're on the Black Spire's outpost."
Oh, well then yeah. Call it Galaxyland.
Yeah, so weird. Yeah. Yeah. But dude, when you fucking walk in there, whoa. Yeah. It's like we were like walking, we're like, okay, well, I think this is the entrance. It's like it's such a like the way that it's laid out is so well done because they do it in a way where it's all hidden until you get in there, and until you're in there, you're like, holy shit. Yeah. It's so fucking cool. And the first thing we did, motherfucking blue milk, dude.
Yeah?
The blue milk is so fucking good.
Is it really?
The blue milk is so fucking good. It's a smoothie, and it's like so there's the blue milk and the green milk. We got one blue and one green. Mm-hmm. I had the blue. My girlfriend had the green. Mm-hmm. She liked the green. I liked the blue, so it was good. I hated the green.
Oh, really?
I hated the green. It's
probably because it was green.
Yeah, because it was the Last Jedi. That's why.
Because it's from Last Jedi.
But the blue milk is super fucking good. I've been looking to see if there's a recipe for it to make it here because I miss it. I got it twice. I got it when we first get in, and I got it when we left too.
Okay.
So that was great.
How much were they?
It's like $7, I think.
Okay.
Not even for
a theme park. That's fair.
Yeah. The only problem is they give you like thick plastic cups that you can't recycle. So you have to throw it out. It's just it seems kind of like a waste. But that kind of bothered me. Mm-hmm. But but in general, it's super, super cool. The thing that I was really looking forward to, though, is being in character, of going to this land, of everybody being in a character and I was really, really looking forward to that, because I looked up the culture of the Black Spire's outpost to see what the right things to say are and all that stuff. But the problem is, I don't think they trained a lot of the merchants to do that super well. Like, obviously, they don't say dollars, they say credits. Yeah. But for the most part, it's a very, because I guess it makes sense. I guess you can't expect, a mom with 4 kids to go in and not say the word Disneyland. Or, you know what I'm saying? You still need to, but it's so very, I think the actors could have put in a little bit more effort to feel like they weren't park workers. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to, if I'm small talking with somebody, I want to feel like I'm small talking with somebody who lives on Batuu. Yeah. Instead, I was kind of small talking with somebody who pretends to live in Batuu, but they're actually an actor working in LA. That's fair. Yeah. And that's such a weird gripe, but when the architecture and the layout of it does it so well, but then the people are what kill it for you, it's just kind of a shame. Mm-hmm. But the people working with, so I got a lightsaber. You saw it. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you saw it too. Actually, I was 17. The people working the lightsaber, they were really good about it because
Mm-hmm.
they were all in character. That's like a show. It's like an experience.
Yeah,
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
$200. All my money's gone for that, but totally fucking worth it. But the cool thing was we saw Rey with nobody around her. That's the weird thing because there's no like meetups for the characters.
Good.
Like stormtroopers just walk around.
Yeah, that's
and
so
they
great.
scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I saw somebody like there was like a crowd of people like taking a picture of them, and like they just barged through the crowd. They're like, get the fuck out of it. It's so fucking cool. It's so fucking.
See, that's
cool.
how I want it. I want stormtroopers to just be rude.
I know.
I want
and
them to just be like, get out of here, citizen.
Yeah. The problem comes from just the way the stormtroopers are at Disneyland. Just, I don't know if you know this. It's like they don't actually talk. They have motion, so like they make a hand movement, and then they have a pre-recorded voice that speaks.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's the same with like Kylo Ren and Darth Vader and stuff. It's like it's motion. So there's very little like improv involved. It's like if you say something that doesn't fit with their perfect things, and they have a lot. They have a lot of things. They have a lot of like
they do,
yeah. They have a lot of like they have like enjoy your day. Oh, you're a traveler. Oh, you're a Jedi. Or there's a lot of it, but there's still not it doesn't feel like you're talking to a person.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so I would have liked if they had, and that's just the way that stormtroopers are there. That's not really a problem with the park. That's just how they do it.
Yeah. Stormtroopers are not very dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. But in Force Awakens, they were. They felt like people in that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, there's but that's such a. It's again. I'm nitpicking this to death. I had an amazing time. It's fucking incredible. You don't spend a whole day there. It's not a whole day for Just the Galaxy's Edge. Because there's not a ton to do yet.
See, that's the thing, too, actually. I heard somewhere that there is another ride that's still being worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we saw it. We saw the line to it. It looks, it's the line.
Right. I'm really tempted to just wait until that.
That's what everybody's doing.
Right. Oh, man, that's
you're going to have to wait a lot longer then if you want to.
Yeah,
yeah, because that's another reason why nobody's going is because they're like, oh, we'll just wait till December. Because the other ride's an actual ride. The Smuggler's Run is just Star Tours where you control it.
Yeah,
which we didn't go on that because again the line was so long.
Yeah,
but I wasn't dying to go on it either. Yeah, I was dying to do the lightsaber and get the blue milk.
I really hope. I don't know when they're gonna finish Marvel Land.
I'm interested to see.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see if that's going to be the same kind of thing. Because
it definitely won't be. It won't be like, oh, watch as Disney literally like develops like an entire new landmass in Marvel.
Because it's replacing the Bugs Life stuff.
But realistically, though, I mean, I hate. We all hate to say this, but
it would be cool. Yeah,
Marvel's paying the bills right now. They definitely deserve a mansion of some sort.
Yeah. I'm just concerned because after Harry Potter, the new way of doing theme parks, even like Knott's Berry Farm is doing this, is the immersive experience. Yeah. And I'm just trying to conceive what that's like for Marvel. What's it? How do you do that? Because what are you going to do? You're going to go into New York?
I would. You know how I think I would do it? Avengers Mansion, because I think that's a perfect place to you put all the heroes in one box, and then. Hello, future S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, or some bullshit like that. Like, you're a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and then, like, Nick Fury is kind of your guy.
Yeah, I think they might... I don't know, I think... It's tough because it's like... They're gonna have to... I don't know, because they want you to feel like you're going to the world.
Right. Yeah,
and
because
the world
Star
is
Wars,
it's that's just, easy, because it's on the planet.
Proper architect, proper...
Yeah,
like,
so I wonder if they might just go with the classic, the standard Disney way of like, here's a ride, you can meet the superheroes at certain times. What if they're criminals? What if there are criminals and you get mugged?
And you get superheroes.
In
Spider-Man comes out and shakes you for that $5.
No.
He's a menace.
But I don't know. I'm interested to see how they do it. It's not gonna, they already have Marvel stuff there. You can already meet like Spider-Man and stuff. Yeah, but he still has the Andrew Garfield costume.
I know.
That's weird
it's
to me.
Weird.
He has but except at Disneyland Paris is where he has the MCU one.
It's so.
And he has an original. It's so weird. I think it might be because the Sony deal isn't set in stone anymore.
Well, technically it is. Well, if we believe
the $1 billion thing, which I don't necessarily. I don't know.
Well, we don't know. That's the unfortunate
it's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a huge mess of. Yeah. I mean, for all we know, even if it didn't reach $1 billion,
Sony might have been enough. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have redone it, or maybe they're just like, no, actually, we want to pay the difference to get out of this contract. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. But Yeah, the Marvel thing's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I'm interested to look at it. I'm interested, to hear about it when it ends up happening. Because it certainly could be very shield focused. If that's the case, I'm not really gonna care. If it's Guardians focused, I'm not. As for what I would want, I don't know what they could do.
That's fair.
Yeah. Unless if it's like, again, a New York recreation, which is like that's not really that. For me,
if I was a huge Marvel fan, and let's just swap the characters for a quick second. Let's say if it was DC they were in charge of, the thing I would absolutely love to see is the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, and that's what Six Flags is.
Right.
But the thing is, Six Flags is, could you do the Hall of Justice? Well, the thing is, Marvel Land is going to be an outdoor area. Mm-hmm. You can do the Hall of Justice as an immersive thing. Mm-hmm. It's kind of tough to do outside the Hall of Justice as immersive with characters and stuff, because the people living in DC, they're just regular fucking people. Mm-hmm. They're just going to be like, here, you don't have a currency. Like at Galaxy's Edge, they're like, this many credits is how much it is,
Right.
So, I don't know. It could be... It's definitely going to be a challenge.
I think it would be Avengers Mansion. Yeah. Just because, like, it is established in a sense.
That's true. Wait, that one, yeah. I thought you were talking about, like, the Avengers Tower from New York.
No.
Yeah, that has some outdoor stuff, yeah.
Because then you would just be like, okay, here's some like, some of the jet... Yeah. Whatever that like,
and there'd be like an Iron Man room,
right? Like here's your Iron Man room, and then here's a corner of Captain America, his shrine or a statue of Cap.
You know what? I just say let's replace Carousel of Progress with Captain America's America.
Oh my god! Can we just say? Oh man, it'd be kind of cool if they had like the.
Let's replace Splash Mountain with Hawkeye's Mountain.
Yeah, you just shoot an arrow right at the top.
But. Yeah.
I'd love it if they did like one of those signs where it's like enlist now, just like from the first Avenger, and they put that right on the carousel. That'd be funny.
But yeah, I mean, so back to the Star Wars stuff. It's super fucking cool. The Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities was, I saw videos of it. It was not the shops were not as big as I expected. Yeah, but it was definitely really, really fun.
I understand that most of the merchandise, like apparel and whatnot, none of it
in
really
universe. Nothing. Yeah. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you're gonna fucking hate it. If you don't like Star Wars, or if you're like a grandma who wants to get something for their kid, don't go there. Go to Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland has all the stuff that says, if you want to get a kid a shirt that says Star Wars on it, go there. Yeah. They don't know what Star Wars is. They're like, what the fuck is Star Wars? Are you talking about? You mean the myths of the Old Republic and all that shit? So and I think that's really, really cool. And all the toys are like handmade, like they look like something that they're not like official molds or anything. They're like made by someone, it's really, really cool. It's definitely,
it's all in universe.
The food is fucking weird.
Yeah.
The food is fucking weird.
What did you eat, by the way?
I didn't eat there.
Oh.
Because I'm a very picky eater. No, so is my girlfriend. Yeah. So they don't have here's the thing. Star Wars is a very kid-friendly thing. It's a very kid-friendly property. As much as we don't like to admit it. Right. It's made for kids. Or not made for kids.
Is it?
Kids watch it.
What? Kids watch Star Wars?
I know. Hard to believe.
They make movies.
I know.
For kids.
I know.
Not me?
I know. Hard to believe, right?
Yeah, it is.
But, and kids are notorious picky eaters. Mm-hmm. I was. I think a lot of kids are.
I was, too.
Yeah. I still am. I have not grown up.
I'm relatively young.
The food there is so weird. It is so, like... Obviously, it's named after... It has weird alien names to make it seem like... But it's, like, stuff with, like, quinoa and, like the hot dog stand, which is the thing that should be the most universal thing. Yeah. Is a hot dog on pita bread, which that's not bad, but then they put coleslaw on it. And you can't ask for no coleslaw. You can't... it's all already pre-made. So you can't really... So if you're a really picky eater, it's not the place to eat. Yeah. Yeah, so, like... But get the blue milk, get the milk. Because the milk is fucking good. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, look at the menu and see if there's something that you're into. Yeah. But it's like I'm a picky eater, and so is my girlfriend, and she's a vegetarian, so it's like there's very little that she could eat.
Did they have vegetarian options?
They had some. They had, like, a lot of, like... But they had some, but it was really weird stuff. It was stuff with, like, quinoa and stuff with, so, like, I don't know why I keep going to quinoa. Quinoa is, like, the most, like, weird food. I like quinoa, too. Mm-hmm. But I was like, So, the food there is definitely weird, and I think they should add, like, just for the picky eaters and the picky kids, add some chicken nuggets. Add some French fries. Add a grilled cheese. Cut the grilled cheese in a weird shape.
Yeah, do some shit. Call it something different. But just have a clear image.
Yeah, have a thing that is. You can still have your weird alien stuff because that's still really cool. But like if you want to spend a whole day there, you kind of can't if you're not. Yeah. So that was kind of and also like, there's 2 sections. There's the outpost with all the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the rebel base which I didn't even know about until like the very end, because and that has like X-wings and A-wings and the ride that's coming up.
Yeah.
And like some rebel themed shops.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really long like path to get to it, so you don't know about it very well. It like we thought
in lore that's kind of
it's kind of cool, yeah. But we thought we were leaving. We were like, let's go out this way, and I was like, maybe there's something more this way, because it still looks pretty Star Wars. It's, oh shit, that's an X-wing. Oh shit, is this like? And I guess Chewbacca will be hanging out there more.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's and so it's cool with like the characters just kind of walking around. Like Chewie will just walk around, and you just meet Chewie.
What's interesting is just that, like, this actually has some significance, you know, in Star Wars mythos. Yeah. Because it's like,
I mean, not a ton. I don't think it's
not a shit ton. Not a shit ton. Like, you shouldn't be like.
I don't think you're gonna be missing out if you don't know what Batu is when you
right.
Go, yeah.
You're not gonna go binge all your Star Wars movies and
then
then say,
yeah.
all right, I gotta drop $200 before I see Episode 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I do like that idea that, like, you know
it's
what?
In canon.
Here's some missing time.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, here's a reason why Rey, Chewie would be here.
Yeah. The only thing that's weird is there's no Poe and Finn. You'd think they'd have a Poe and a Finn walking around.
Or BB-8. They will. Or BB-8. Why not? Yeah. That
or
R2
criminal. Or something. Like, I guess BB-8's hard because BB-8 is a complicated robot that not everybody can. And there are gonna be a lot of kids like trying to touch them and stuff. So you can't really do BB-8 so well. But like R2 would be pretty simple. I guess because in canon he's not.
I think the only way they could really do BB-8 is if
he's a static thing.
Well, if like he was accompanied by someone like Rey or Chewie.
Yeah, well, that's what they would do. Yeah, he wouldn't just be walking around. Yeah, he'd probably be accompanied by Poe, who would be controlling him secretly. Right. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, just because he's such a fragile thing, like anybody in the BB-8 builders community knows, if you got a kid touching your BB-8, you're fucked. Yeah. So I think it would actually more so just be like.
Yeah, they're probably waiting on the design or something.
Yeah, like or they're probably just going to be like, oh, well, BB-8's going to be a static droid that, you know, his head turns and he beeps and stuff and he moves around, but you can, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't actually kind of go around.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Was there any droids going around aside from the small ones?
Not even small ones.
That to me, that's one of the things I feel like would be kind of essential in a Star Wars experience.
It definitely is.
Is seeing like
you see broken. So there aren't droids walking around.
I know there's junkyards, right?
There's junkyards and there's some broken droids, and then outside the droid depot there are some droids that are like kind of fenced off, but they're not walking around, they're not moving around, and that's just kind of.
Yeah, what I would really.
Although actually no, at the hot dog, it's not a hot dog stand actually. It's a hot dog place, and there's a droid like turning the meat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's cool. And all the animatronics, fucking awesome. Yeah. Like in Doc Ondar's, there's an animatronic of him, just in his little office thing, and he just moves around, and he does shit. It's so fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah. So they definitely put a lot of heart and soul into it. I think just a little bit of extra stuff of like, have an R2 unit driving around.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a junk droid, or
I think would be the easiest one, honestly. Have some people in some 3PO protocol droids. You know what I mean?
I think the problem is that's a I guess it's no different than Chewie, because I was gonna say like that's tough on the actor walking around. Right. It's the same as the Chewie.
You don't have to have them constantly walking around, but I think one or two sprinkled in at certain time periods. You know?
Or even just like outside of shops, it'd be cool to have one protocol droid, even if he's static. I don't care if the droid's super static.
Right? Yeah, have the droid just like stationed out front, advertising the shop. Yeah. Oh man, easy. Yeah, easy. Yeah, because I think, like, part of...
Because they do that with Cars Land. Cars Land, you have a static Lightning McQueen with just the eyes that move.
Yeah. I think that definitely could have been a thing.
Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement here, and I think the story of the day would be better. Because they say that there's a story. There's not really a story. Yeah. There's not much you do.
I bet there isn't, because of that last ride. Because that last ride hasn't been completed.
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds like that's where the story really like reaches its like, you know, climax. So
yeah. But it's definitely cool. There will be just random like randomly the first order will just like go up on stage and be like, we're looking for, they'll do like a speech, and Kylo Ren will step out of the ship, and like it's not scheduled or anything. There's no like itinerary of like when you'll see Kylo Ren. But he'll just step out of the ship, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that's Kylo Ren! Oh shit, no shit! I met him 3 years ago at the launch bay. I think he remembers me." But yeah, it's such a like if you're going to Disneyland, it's definitely worth it. It's I would say it's probably it's not a whole day. We spent from 4 till like 9 there, I think, which is definitely a lot.
Yeah,
but not the whole day. But
if you're a Star Wars fan,
if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll really like it. Yeah.
Realistically, you've already checked it out.
Yeah.
Except if you're me.
Yeah. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But because it's what, $300 or something.
I'd hope that when I would go, I'd be able to build a lightsaber. Like I would be able to build
expensive.
a lightsaber, and then my girlfriend. I think it's gonna be a bit before I ever do a droid.
Yeah. Oh, the droid's not worth it. I would say the droid. I went in and I looked at it. I looked at like. So the lightsaber it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful like. You feel it in your chest when you're building and what they say to you, and like they're like, take your time, do what you need to do.
Yeah,
this is your journey, your magic.
Mm-hmm.
I look in the droid thing, they're like, go, do it, build your fucking droid here. Like they're really rushing you, and like all the pieces are on like a conveyor belt. Yeah, and so you're like, I Love Lucy. Like,
yeah, I was about to say, do you feel like I Love Lucy? So like, throwing it up in the air.
So you have to like grab, you
guys have finished it. Let her roll.
So like that's kind of why, and also just it's $100 for a droid, and like the lightsaber. I guess I spent $200 on a lightsaber, so I don't really want to.
Yeah, but I mean, like you and me used to always fantasize about buying those sabers.
Yeah, I've always wanted to build a lightsaber. On my own, and like this is what I've wanted. The only problem is I wish I had a leather wrap, which I can do next time. So like, the
nice thing, and this is the thing I love the most about it, is that you can customize things such as like the color of your saber,
and you can just buy the crystals,
right? And it's as simple as that. Yeah. And then
the other problem is with the crystals is
the characters or whatever it's tied
there's some weird fucking like
so it's
like
loot
boxy shit. But I don't even know what mine is. I don't know because I don't have a holocron because I don't want to spend $50 on a fucking holocron.
The thing I'm happy about is that the colors are not random.
No,
you pick the color.
Yeah,
because
if you're spending $200,
you better you better at least get the color you want.
They with the lightsaber they're like, think of the color you want. It was actually kind of funny in the show. They're like blue, Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker, Rey. And so they list all the main characters: green, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Qui-Gon, Ahsoka. Green or purple,
Samuel L. Jackson.
That's it.
Sam Jackson. White.
No, they don't. In this show, they don't have white and yellow. White and yellow is the thing because like there's only Jedi and then the red ones, and white and yellow aren't Jedi ones. So you buy those at the Doc Ondar shop. It'd
have been really nice if they would have name dropped Ahsoka.
They did.
Where?
In the show.
In the show?
Yeah, they were like green. Green was the color of Ahsoka's lightsaber. Yeah,
my heart.
I know, and there's a bust of Ahsoka in the Doc Ondar.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I know, it was so cool.
Oh,
I was so happy. I was so happy.
Hang on, folks. Give me a
moment. I was so fucking happy.
I'm gonna tear up.
I know.
Oh man, that's my girl.
I know.
I hated her when I first saw her.
I know. We all did.
We all did, but now we love her to death.
It's so yeah. I want to get a white lightsaber now, because that's what she has, and once I But the lightsaber experience is so fucking cool.
That's definitely why I want to go.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's definitely like,
I'll tell you what I'm gonna wear. Man. I should have let you borrow it. Yeah. I have this. I have Poe Dameron's jacket that he gives to Finn. You're not allowed to.
Oh yeah, I thought you knew. Okay. Disney has this really stupid rule about costumes. If you are under the age of 9, I think, and you wear a thing that resembles a costume, they will yell at you. They will tell you to change. They sell Jedi robes. You can buy a Jedi robe, but if you are under 10 years old, you cannot wear it.
Why?
Because they don't want to confuse kids. They don't want little kids to see, oh, that's a Jedi. I want to go meet this, and it's actually just a stranger who's not trained, And I get it. I get it. But at the same time, it's very like Harry Potter Land doesn't do that. Harry Potter, you can buy your fucking, I call it Harry Potter Land. You can buy the wizard robes at the Harry Potter place, and you can wear them. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, that's a real. I'm gonna meet him. So it is this. I get it, but I also am like, it's this weird balance of like they should have figured out a way to, it's I don't know. It's definitely a shame. That's kind of why I didn't buy any clothes there. Right. Because I totally would have bought a Jedi robe. I fucking would have.
Yeah, no, because I got like I said, I have the Poe Dameron jacket.
Yeah, and that might confuse the
right. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's Poe Dameron. Yeah, it looks the Star-Lord wearing Poe Dameron's jacket. But Well, that's great, man. That's great.
It's super fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to go. Like I said earlier, I'm currently getting ready to start binging
If you
Star
go,
Wars.
man, if you go, dude, I cannot recommend this enough. There's a thing called Max Pass. You get a free ticket.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit! It made the day so much better.
How so? Wait, what is
so
it?
basically, it's extra $15 per ticket.
Okay.
And it lets you do it lets you like take the official pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So like the picture in front of the Falcon, we have a couple of those with my girlfriend, and it's like there's nobody in the background.
Oh wow.
It's just us. It's so fucking cool because it's like official. They don't let anybody get in the shot. So that's really cool. But then, and that's why we got it. But then we found out you can also get fast passes on your phone. You don't have to be at the ride.
Oh wow.
So we were like, we get in the park. The first thing we do, we're like, I was like, I need to go on Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go on Indiana Jones. Shut up. I need to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, the first thing we do is get a fast pass for it. It's not till 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, cool. So and then it's like you can get the next fast pass at 12.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do all the shorter lines, and then at 12, we're in line for something. We're like, oh, let's get a fast pass for Buzz Lightyear, and we do it there on the phone.
Yeah.
So we can just keep getting fast passes, and we barely waited in line.
That's
like the
great.
longest line we waited was like 20 minutes. It was crazy. It was awesome. It's like an extra, it's 15 per ticket.
Bucks,
per ticket though. So, but it's so fucking, and then you also don't have to hold your ticket anymore.
Right.
Because you just have the barcode on your phone now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice.
Yeah, you might have convinced me on that. Honestly.
Yeah, it made it, because if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have done half the stuff we did. We did everything we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Except for Peter Pan, because it broke down. But like.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because it's so old, yeah.
Those older rides, it's really funny. Yeah. Like either they break down or the lines are literally like 2 hours.
Yeah. Or both, in the case of Peter Pan.
Yeah, or both. Yeah, or you're waiting diligently and then it breaks down.
Yeah. But definitely do that if you can. Like, it's so fucking worth it. Like, and you can buy, like, if you can buy the tickets, and then later if you decide you want to add it, you can do it too. Yeah. You can add it to your deal. It's so fucking nice. You just do it through the Disney app. Mm-hmm. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But so that's, I think that was all the shit I did this week. Fuck, that was yeah. But yeah, cool.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Did you read anything else?
Green Arrow, Heroes in Crisis, we talked about that. I don't want to get into that again because we have incredibly different opinions on it. And that was the whole thing, yeah.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, so we don't have to get but that's all I think that's all I read. Right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Was there a new Spider-Man?
Actually, wait, did you read Amazing?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Interesting. I was more excited for it. I don't know. I like it. Mm-hmm. I would like this to be a permanent team. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like that's kind of what it's going to be. It seems like it's going to kind of be like a one-off thing that gets kind of forgotten about eventually.
What do you mean, the Sinister Syndicate?
Or whatever they're called. It doesn't seem very like. It doesn't seem like a lot of those. It doesn't really feel like the Dr. Octopus or what's her name, Lady Octopus,
something like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think she should have just been named Dr. Octopus. I don't understand why not. It's just kind of a weird, because we don't have Dr. Octopus anymore.
Right,
you know, and we have Olivia Octavius in the Spider-Verse called Dr. Octopus. It was just kind of a weird thing that kind of didn't gel with me super well. And it just kind of bothers me that it's very, it seems like this team doesn't really have a purpose right now. Mm-hmm. Like they're
I mean, that's kind of that's been my problem with Marvel for a bit when it comes to their comics is they've been following this trend with the movies. Yeah. And that is everything is kind of a joke. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, it definitely felt like a joke. This one, I was really excited for these characters.
Yeah, this one was just kind of like, oh, let's just laugh at, this group coming together and having some outrageous.
Yeah, when when the Sinister Six was formed, it was out of hate. Right. They all had a common goal for the most part. Right. And so it's like I would have really liked that with, make that common goal going after Boomerang. Right. Which I think that's kind of it, but it's not concrete enough for me to really.
The problem is the Boomerang stuff was an afterthought.
Exactly.
It wasn't the forefront. What was at the forefront was just
let's make a team, make a thing for women criminals, which is it's cool, and it was a funny bit of there's no female, there aren't really many women criminals because it's a very patriarchal, and I liked that. Yeah. But it was done kind of at the expense of the future of these characters, I feel like.
Yeah, I think would have been a little bit better. The Savage Six. I remember these names. Yeah. Because is
that what they wait
in Hunted?
Yeah.
In Hunted, Vulture creates his team, which is the Savage Six, and that's where they start. Yeah. and then this one is the Sinister Syndicate. Just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think what would have helped the Sinister Syndicate would have been if it would have gotten similar setup in Hunted, like the Savage.
At least like Lady Octopus for that,
right? Yeah. Like because like I think
Lady Octopus and Beetle.
You had a situation where like all the villains.
Well, the Rabbit Lady was in Hunted, right?
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying.
But it was barely. Like,
right.
Yeah.
You had this situation where all these characters were together in this park.
Yeah.
And you did it with the guys.
Not all of them though, because Electro wasn't.
Right. But like, you definitely could have had the Lady Octopus. You definitely could have had the Bunny and like
Beetle.
Enough to where.
So it was like, hey, let's start a team.
There could have been a team, and they would have just been like, you know what? After that Hunted crap.
Yeah.
We
can't be alone anymore. We have to. Yeah.
Exactly,
yeah.
and I think that's what they were missing.
Yeah,
was just something very subtle like that.
That's super. Yeah.
Because that's what's carrying Vulture's team. Because it wouldn't surprise me if in an arc or two
we're gonna get Vulture's team of
Vulture's team's gonna show up, and of course the origins of that team are in Hunted. Yeah. Which then consequences. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, in a Spider-Man story, no way.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I read that. I enjoy it. I'm interested in it. I think I was just kind of setting myself up for disappointment with the Doc Ock character, because I was really hoping for something really, really good.
Me too, because as much as I do enjoy Doc Ock's new direction with Superior Spider-Man, as much fun as that is,
I like the tentacle guy.
Right,
tentacle girl, tentacle person.
Right, like Doc Ock is one of my favorite villains.
Yeah,
and when he's gone, there definitely feels like there's a void.
Yeah.
And I don't need him to go back to status quo.
No, I don't want him to go back to status quo.
Right.
We're past that at this point.
We are past that.
Yeah, but I want like a Scorpion Venom kind of thing.
Or just like Electro, just what they did with Electro. It's just like the original dude died, so now there's this new chick. She's got similar powers. She's got the exact same powers and the exact same costume. Yeah. But the difference is obviously her motivations. Yeah. That's fine. Person. Yeah. That's fine.
We still have the visual thing of a person with the spiky face, and visual thing with the person with the tentacles.
And I'm glad they don't do that with every single villain, because Rhino hasn't been replaced.
Yeah, he's still
and Vulture hasn't been replaced. Spoiler alert, but Kraven's been replaced.
Yeah, but has he been though? Because he's replaced with a clone of himself.
He's replaced, in my opinion, the perfect way.
Oh yes. Oh, me too.
Because it's just like, let's finally close the book on Kraven.
On Kraven,
because we've done such a disservice to this character ever since we brought him back. Yeah. But also, let's have our cake and eat it too.
We can still have Kraven. We can still have him show up, and he's the younger Kraven who hasn't learned his lessons and stuff.
Right. He's threat.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of back to status quo a little bit, but not in a way that is
insulting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You're not sacrificing good stories for it. Kraven's Last Hunt still has a lot of merit to it. Yep.
Dude, this run's so fucking good.
It is a good run.
This run is so fucking good, man. They do I think this run does everything perfectly. Mm-hmm. I think even the stuff I dislike is still just done super, super well.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, issue 25 to me was kind of not my pinnacle of this series, but just
we kind of realized it was going somewhere.
It just reaffirmed everything. Yeah. It was just here's a nice contemporary issue where you just see classic Spider-Man dealing with classic Spider-Man stuff, and then the B plot, which usually is such throwaway crap.
Yeah, but this was the B plot. The B plot was Spider-Man was the B plot actually.
Literally, yeah exactly. The B plot that they had was so much stronger than the A plot. Yeah, than that it was just absolutely great, and he continues to fix these characters, especially where issue 25
he's not even just fixing. It's like he spent so long fixing it. Mm-hmm. Then 25 is like, no, we're not just fixing. We're going. We are moving forward still. Yeah, and it's like that was where I kind of realized this isn't just a fixing of Slott and then they're gonna move on when they're not this
isn't House of X and then we're gonna get X-Men later.
Yeah, this is fixing the stuff, and then Spencer's going to keep going. I was concerned that Spencer was just going to fix the stuff, then leave, and then someone else would. But no, Spencer has his own vision. He has his own plan, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And I hope so, because, if Slott got 10 years, I want at least 5 years with Spencer. No, at the minimum.
I want like 20 years, man.
Well, I mean,
listen, it's payment for what we got with the
realistically, though, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah, what if Spencer turns into a Nazi?
Yeah, it'll probably be like Captain America.
Yeah,
like he wrote for Captain America. So that was good. And then I still need to read the New Friendly Neighborhood. I just haven't read it yet.
It's fun.
I'm excited for it. I love that book. Yeah. Taylor's, yeah. But I think that's all I did. I believe so. I got a new main for, not a new main. I'm playing new people for Mortal Kombat. I started playing Liu Kang.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I got sick of being made fun of for being a Scorpion main. So I'm playing Liu Kang, and he's cool. I like him. That's
cool.
He's definitely harder. It's definitely a lot harder because I can't just teleport.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't have as much control, but he's fun. He's cool. But yeah. Do you want to go into news shit?
Yeah. House of X.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I read that. You made me read it.
Yeah, I forced you to read
it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you watched as I read a book.
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching you read it. It's just like, ooh, read this. You read this part. You read this part. But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? Now, mind you guys, disclaimer, me and Troy are novices when it comes to X-Men.
I'm a very casual X-Men fan.
Yeah.
The only X-Men book that I've read has been this and then X-Men Red.
Yeah.
By Tom Taylor, because I love Tom Taylor. And I liked X-Men Red quite a bit.
Yeah.
This seems good. I don't think I'm going to read it. I don't think I'm going to continue with it. Just because it very much feels like a Rebirth one shot, you know, like reading like Batgirl. Let's look at the Batgirl Rebirth one shot. Mm-hmm. Not for us. Right. We should not have started there. We should have started at number 1. I think that's kind of how it is with this. It's still good, still very good, and I mean I really like the themes and stuff. Right. But it's not really for me, and just in general, I'm not an event guy. Right. Events have kind of, they burn, and I'm burnt out. And they burn them.
Yeah, get ready. Next week is Absolute Carnage.
Fuck, I'm gonna get that one. I have to get that. Fuck.
No, dude, you should get that one.
See, the thing with events, if it's not a character that I'm really into, right? I'm like, events are stupid. I don't need events. Events are for losers. And then when it's a Spider-Man one, I'm like, I need it.
The best part about Absolute Carnage, in my opinion, is it's hilarious because it's obviously really tied to Venom more so than Spider-Man. Yeah. So arguably it's a Venom, event, but it still feels naturally like, no, it also includes Spider-Man, and he's probably going to be I think actually Miles is going to be a more prominent character in it because apparently in the first 6 issues of Venom, Miles plays like a crucial role. Cool. And I think it's probably because of Miles' connection to Venom in the Ultimate Universe. Yeah. I don't know anything, so if you know something, please don't say it. I don't fucking know.
I didn't know there was a connection to Venom.
There apparently is. There apparently is a big one, and I kind of think I know what it is. But I just don't want to spoil it because I want to read it. But anyway, so yeah, I think there's actually going to be more emphasis on Miles than Peter when it comes to like because I think
Peter seems to be with the Spencer runs. Peter seems to want to just like be in his own pocket. I think, and I love that. That's perfect. I don't like Spider-Man in the big MCU stuff. Mm-hmm. The big I call it. Right. I don't like. I like Spider-Man in his own pocket. Right. And I like Spectacular Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. He was in his own pocket. There could have been Doctor Strange. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Right. Just like the Sam Raimi movies.
Yeah. So like. And I think I'll get this event, get that event. I don't think I'll get every single tie-in issue. No, I think I'll just get the mainline stuff and the Spider-Man stuff, and that's it. I don't even think I would get the Miles stuff, but like,
think about it. I'll let you know.
We'll see. If it's one of
those
weeks where it's like only one thing came out, I might grab it. Yeah, because there's very little that I've been picking up because DC likes to keep getting rid of my favorite characters. Because we had Green Arrow canceled, and Nightwing was shot in the fucking head.
Hopefully, pretty soon, a lot of those old books are going to start coming back. I hope so.
I just for DC to earn my trust again, Dick doesn't even need to be Nightwing. Mm-hmm. Just bring him back. Yeah, make him his own person. He can go back to Spiral if they want. Mm-hmm. I liked that. I liked the Grayson book. Yeah, but it's just I don't like Change for Grayson to be
at the expense of the
character. At the expense of him, yeah. I want to read Grayson. I don't read it for Nightwing. I read it for him. Yeah. I would read a Robin book. How would you feel if Dick went back to Robin for a little bit?
No.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
No, I mean that would be almost like I would. What I would prefer. I mean, honestly, I'd prefer what they were originally going to do with the whole Dick Grayson getting shot.
Tim be Nightwing.
Yeah, they need to do. They need to do.
Tim needs to figure his shit out.
Apparently, he's going to in Young Justice because there's been a lot of talk that they're gonna address the elephant in the room of like, who is Tim gonna be?
Yeah.
You know, like what's he gonna be after Robin? Because obviously he's wearing
Red Robin is not
right
enough. Yeah, especially because in the New 52 he was never Robin.
Yeah,
he was always Red Robin.
Right.
That's weird. That's really
because
weird.
Because right now in Young Justice, I love what they're doing in it.
Yeah,
by the way.
I haven't reading it. I need
they're
to.
jumping from universe to universe.
Oh,
like they're just like they're jumping through multiverses.
Yeah.
And what's funny is because like if you read like Multiversity, Grant Morrison's, they're jumping through those.
Oh.
And so they accidentally ended up on the Kingdom Come Earth.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And they have like a brief interaction. It's funny because like Alan Scott, Green Lantern from Kingdom Come, interacts with Teen Lantern, Bendis' creation. Do you know anything about her?
I think so, a little bit.
She's basically a girl who hacked into the Green Lantern lantern and basically like
made her own
steals like their powers or whatever.
Cool.
So then like Alan Scott's just kind of like
nice.
What you're no he's just like he's like that's illegal. You can't do that.
Hey, that's against the law.
And she's just like it's funny. That's
funny. I wish Jessica was a little bit younger because I think she would fit on the Titans or something.
Yeah, she'd be great for that.
Yeah,
actually, I would really like Jessica and the Titans.
Yeah,
that'd be great. She'd
Titans
be a better fit than Kyle Rayner was.
Yeah. Oh, Kyle would also be a pretty.
Kyle would be a good one, but I think Jessica would be a better one.
Yeah, just because she's newer.
She's newer, and to be honest with you, I think her personality lends to the Titans better than Kyle Rayner. I mean, Kyle Rayner definitely would be like the cool uncle who stops by and says like, "Oh yeah, I'm like really because this guy ran with the Justice League."
Yeah, well, so did Wally. So did Dick.
Well, technically not Dick, but Wally for sure.
Well, Dick was Batman.
Yeah, he didn't have Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Titans are past the whole like sidekick thing now.
Yeah.
The Teen Titans are the sidekicks now. The Young Justice are the semi-sidekicks. Yeah. Titans are like Titans have become a new Justice League basically.
Yeah.
Or they've become. So I think Jessica would fit in the Titans.
I
just want Jessica. Like I'm not. Did Justice League Odyssey get canceled?
No.
Cool.
No,
because I like her so much, and I want her to be in a book that I read. Because I couldn't really keep reading Odyssey. I wanted to. I really tried. I really tried for her sake. I really wanted to. I just couldn't do it.
I think what's happening is there's two things that's happening. DC cut back a lot of their books because they believe that they should have like quality over quantity. Yes. Which I'm just gonna make a quick jab real quick. Oh. Mind you guys, I'm reading a lot of Marvel books, so please don't.
So unlike you.
But every week there's a new #1 for Marvel, and this is ridiculous. For every DC book that gets canceled, Marvel puts out 5 new books.
I don't personally have a problem with that because it's just like the writers on that wouldn't be doing anything else.
But like okay, my problem is like if you have one writer. And that writer's writing 10 books. Yeah. And only 4 of them are good.
Well, but that's not what's happening, is it?
With some of them it is.
Okay, because I always thought it was like this one intern's like, hey, I've always really, really, really wanted to write a Squirrel Girl book or something. Not Squirrel Girl's not obscure, but this obscure character. I think I
Mary Jane.
Yeah. Is it a comic? I thought it was just like a...
Dude, that's the other thing that makes me really upset when they announced that. Yeah. Was I was looking so forward to the Mysterio setting up that gig for MJ. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's a perfect Amazing Spider-Man.
Is it going to be in that book?
It's just going to be in that book. Oh. Doesn't that disappoint you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because it's like, that was something that was, again, that's a Spider-Man problem. Yeah. Oh no, my girlfriend got hired by one of my jackass villains. Yeah. But now it's like, oh, you got to read another book just to get that. Yeah, that's
kind of a shame. But I don't know. It's just like, if the books didn't exist, like say, because if it is one writer working on 10 books, that's not great. Then you're gonna get when Bendis was working at Marvel towards the end. Yeah. But if it is like for every new book that gets made, it's just a different writer. Because they wanted to do it, they just want to give that writer an opportunity. And then here's the thing: if they don't keep making #1s, we would never have gotten an Omega Man, or I think Omega like if DC, if DC was like we're not gonna make any #1s, for obscure characters or something for new writers, we wouldn't get Omega Man, and Tom King probably wouldn't be as big as he is. Right. So it's like if they because here's the thing: there could be a writer. Like, say, like, the Red Goblin book. Mm-hmm. What if that writer makes something that is fan-fucking-tastic?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Marvel decided not to make as many number ones, we wouldn't get it.
Right.
You know, it's not like I don't think the quantity of books that comes out from Marvel necessarily correlates to the quality of them, unless if it is the writers working on it.
Right.
I think the label of Marvel doesn't matter so much with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like if Kelly is writing, I don't know, Joe Kelly is writing 15 books, that's not good.
Right.
But if Joe Kelly's like, I want to write one book, I don't really want to write it. I really, really want to write it, or give me a book.
Mm-hmm.
I will write it, and I'll write it well. That is more important to me, I think, than And yeah, it is weird. It is weird going to the store and seeing half of it be 75% of the shelf be Marvel, and then a couple DC books, and a couple Image, and a couple,
Right, because like this week, I can't remember the name because it's just such a. I've never heard of this character. It's like Death Hand.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and he's got like a guitar or whatever, and he's getting a 4-issue miniseries. Like, what?
Well, it's a miniseries.
I know, but it's just my problem.
Because here's the thing: what if you read it and you love it? What if you love Death Hand after it?
Right, but what if I hate it and I feel like I just got shook $3?
Well, yeah, that's
my.
But
that's my.
But then that's no difference than if you hate a Spider-Man book and you got shook through.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just how comics are in general.
But right. But see, what my point is, and what I want to protect is that like I like how Nick Spencer is kind of protecting Spider-Man right now because it really kind of seems like he is in a sense. You know what I mean? Because like when you read Amazing Spider-Man and then you read Friendly Neighborhood, there's such a clear relationship between those books. Yeah. Because, especially with that new.
I think because the two of them are very big friends. I think they like that. They're very good friends.
And then with Donny Cates, he clearly is kind of like connecting all the space stuff together.
Yeah.
To the point where like Venom, Black, Silver Surfer Black, and then Guardians of the Galaxy are all connected. Granted, he's writing all three of them.
Yeah.
But they're like connected in such a way that it feels kind of rewarding. I want to celebrate that kind of stuff rather than just like, let's make a book for the sake of a quota.
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
But it's also just like, what if you grew up... I'm trying to think of what if DC did this and we finally got a question book because of it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we got a question miniseries because. But see,
that's what I appreciate with DC right now is they've cut back their books and right now they're just focusing on their main ones, right?
Yeah.
And now they're doubling down more on the Black Label stuff.
Yeah.
So now we're getting a Jeff Lemire miniseries for Question.
Yeah.
Whereas. Maybe we would have got a miniseries from it and it could have been a wishy-washy writer. But instead it's more like, let's double down on this this writer who clearly had an idea.
I just think if you want more writers in the industry, you if you're trying to get into the comic industry as a writer,
mm-hmm.
and the big guns of DC and Marvel, they only rely on their existing writers and they don't really give you a shot. You don't really get a chance to become a good writer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor, he started writing the Injustice book. If they didn't make that Injustice book, he probably wouldn't be as big as he is.
Right.
I mean, he might be, but like...
It would have taken longer.
Yeah, it'd take a lot longer. He wouldn't, And so it's like, Tom Taylor proved himself by writing a thing that didn't need to be good.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Goblin book doesn't need to be good because it's only made to sell the number ones.
Mm-hmm.
To sell the people who are like, oh, Carnage, Green Goblin, I like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then whoever's writing it, I don't know who's writing it, they could really prove themselves and break into the industry, and maybe in 5-10 years they're writing the next Spider-Man book.
Right.
Right. And so it's just like, I think giving writers an opportunity is really important, I think.
How do you feel, because like this was a problem with, this is a problem that's stemming with the Fantastic Four right now, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
With Marvel 2-in-1, it kind of like, it's not really relevant to Dan Slott's Fantastic Four.
I personally don't care about that.
But in a sense, it's trying to lend its way to Dan Slott's run, but it's not important. When you read both books, you realize they're not important.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Marvel 2-in-1 leads up to Fantastic Four, even though it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? But then you read Fantastic Four, and then it starts kind of leading up to Invisible Woman miniseries written by Mark Waid.
Yeah,
then you read Invisible Woman.
If the release of these other books is at the cost of the existing books, fuck that. No,
right,
that's shitty.
Because and then Invisible Woman,
if Spider-Man decided to lead up into Red Goblin #1,
mm-hmm.
because Red Goblin was the only one that you've told me about, I think.
Yeah.
So, but if Spider-Man,
Mary Jane's a perfect example. Where Amazing
but
Spider-Man...
that was only one panel. That's different than if they spent, a couple issues leading up,
Right. I mean, but still though, like wouldn't because like I like how Friendly Neighborhood and Amazing have their relationship where clearly neither of them are essential.
Yeah.
But there's only been like 2 mentions of the other series.
Oh, that might be the case with Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Jane won't be essential, Right. Mary Jane definitely won't be essential, but it'll just be, telling her story, fleshing her character out a little bit more. Do you know who's writing the Mary Jane book?
No, I'm not sure.
So, like, that at the end of the day is going to determine it.
Right.
And it's like, if it's a good solo Mary Jane book, it's a good solo Mary Jane book.
Right.
And if it's a great solo Mary Jane book, fuck yeah, because we need that.
Right.
Oh boy, do we need that.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, it doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah.
Like, I could see why it could be frustrating, especially, like, working there and seeing the shelf and seeing all the... Because the thing is, I don't look at the solicitations. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You guys gave me the fucking free Marvel preview. I put that shit right in the trash. I don't read it. Or I recycle it.
Yeah, because this week we got the newest issue of Fantastic Four, Hulk versus the Thing. You pay an extra $1 to get a sneak peek of the newest book that was teased from Invisible Woman, which is Future Foundation. And then after that, it's going to be Doctor Doom.
That's weird, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's a problem. If someone comes up and says, "Hey, I want to tell a Doctor Doom story," they should be told.
And if the preview's included in it, that's fine.
Yeah. But it's just like when it's...
Well, how is this any different than when DC did their post-metal stuff? All of those new books came out. Mm-hmm. All of those... What were they fucking called? The
Age of Heroes.
Age of Heroes, yeah. None of those are going anymore.
Right.
Is Sideways still going?
The only one that's going is Terrifics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. But, like, only one is left. Mm-hmm. It's just like, yeah.
Right. I mean, I guess the only difference I can see...
But Sideways got a following. Sideways was really good.
Right.
So it's like that writer for Sideways built up a reputation because he was given the opportunity.
I think the difference...
And they did the like, the build-up to those characters was done at the expense of certain other books. Mm-hmm. But not to the point where it ruined those books, I think.
Well, okay. The only 2 differences, really, because I do agree that they are extremely similar situations. Same, yeah. The only 2 differences, though, is that the Age of Heroes books really weren't referenced in other books. They threw the label of metal on all of them.
Didn't fucking... No, Wonder Woman showed up in...
Right.
Yeah, no.
The most connection you ever got was you reading those books, and then the heroes showed up.
Yeah,
the heroes in their own solo series
Sideways would never show up in... Yeah.
Well, basically, Sideways would never show up in a Batman book, but Batman would show up in a Sideways book.
Okay.
And so there was never this...
Sideways was so fucking cool. I didn't read very much of it, but I quite liked it when I read it.
It is cool.
It was pretty rad. I was sad when it got canceled.
And then the other thing is like, with Age of Heroes, it was like a quick trial.
Yeah.
And then it ended. And if those characters, have a following, which I wouldn't be surprised if, in a few months...
Brimstone probably has a couple fans. And it's
It wouldn't surprise me if, Sideways ended up showing up in the next, iteration of Teen Titans.
Oh, he probably would. That's
that's where I like it. I'm not, don't take it as in, I don't like it when new books are announced and stuff like that. I just think when you have so many of them coming out in such rapid fire... It just feels like you're just really trying to make a quota.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you set out, if you say to your fans, "Hey guys, we're going to release 12 new books in the span of the next 5 months."
If they have a number, that's bad. But if it's the case of writer is like, "Hey, can I write this book?" Fuck yeah, you can. Fuck yeah. We have the money.
If a writer
Avengers made $20,000 trillion, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. If someone comes up and says, "I want to make Howard the Duck," I want to do that.
I would read that.
Cool.
I would
awesome.
totally fucking read that.
Yeah, would you? Yeah. You should read the Chip Zdarsky one. I heard that's really good.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I support that. But what I just don't support
if it is Marvel's like, "Hey, make a book,"
Yeah, what I don't support is like, "Hey, Nick Spencer, can you write a reason for us to make a book? Can you write this other reason?"
Yeah.
That I don't like, because then it's like, because it'd be like telling Tom King, "Hey, can you set up Sideways?"
Yeah.
Because then it's interfering in his story.
Didn't that happen though? Didn't that happen with Duke?
Well, that was with
Snyder stuff, yeah.
Because Snyder created him, then Snyder wrote the miniseries.
No, but wasn't Duke in the mainline Tom King Batman book for a while?
Bro, he was in it for the first arc, and
Yeah,
that was
I'm saying, but that was to set up the stuff.
What stuff?
The
His little
All-Star
miniseries?
Batman series, and then the Signal series, and then now he's on a team right now.
Yeah, the Outsiders.
That's right.
The thing is
yeah.
Duke's inclusion into Batman's mythos really is only tied to Snyder, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It
sucks because he's really cool.
He is cool. He's such a cool idea. And
except the problem is he's the same as Luke Fox.
Yeah,
they are very similar. Yeah, and then when they gave him powers, I was like, well, this is weird. Yeah,
again, I think Duke was initially supposed to replace Damian.
You should have.
And
he fucking should.
But no, I mean, because Damian was supposed to stay dead. Yeah. But fan reception was just like...
Damian shouldn't have stayed dead. Damian should have stayed dead for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
He came back, like, immediately. Mm-hmm. That was kind of annoying. But...
Because I think that's what happened to...
Yeah, I think so, too.
To Duke. Yeah. That's why there's been this hype and mystery of, what are you going to become?
Yeah.
You're going to be something new.
Yeah. Wolverine.
Yeah, you're going to be... Oh, my gosh.
But I don't know. With those number ones, doesn't bother me too much. But I got it, though.
I mean, again, I think, like, if any discussion you and me have, there's some good on both sides. There's also some bads.
Yeah.
All you and me can hope for is that the medium is healthy.
I just want good books, and I want Dick Grayson back, and I want Spider-Man to stay good.
Right.
This is and Green Arrow back. Those are the... I don't even care about the good books, actually. I want Dick Grayson back, Spider-Man to stay good, and Green Arrow back. And Wally to be treated well. But that last one's not happening. So...
Well, watch the flash forward surprise you.
It might. It could, but
I hope it does.
I just don't want to support him. I don't want to support TheDelBel. Mm-hmm. But was there any other news and stuff that you want to talk about? I didn't think I heard anything.
No, I mean nothing really else. Honestly, like I said, I mean there's a lot of hype right now about House of X and the future of it, which I think we got sidetracked, but it's just a quick cliff note. Yeah. I really like it a lot. I think it's because like the X-Men have been trapped in the 90s, I feel like, for the longest time. Like every writer who hops into them is just like, okay, let me wind the clock back to Jim Lee and just keep it there. Yeah. And as great as that stuff is, and I'm not insulting that stuff, it's just like...
We need to move forward.
Right. This is the Marvel Universe. Peter
needs to graduate.
Peter's almost 30. Yeah. So time has
Peter's
passed.
almost 30. Fuck.
Right, yeah.
That's weird to me. Like, I'm good, cool. But, like, the fact that... Because I always thought that PS4 Peter was the oldest one. But he's not now.
Dude, Power of X today, I read it, the first issue. No spoilers about
10.
It. Oh, right. Power of 10. Sorry, I gotta get it
the
right.
iPhone 10.
The iPhone 10, right.
And the iPhone XS.
Xavier has, like, this moment where it shows him in the different decades saying the same thing. In the first one, it says X-Men Year 1, and you see classic Xavier, right? Yeah. And then it shows, the next panel is Xavier in his helmet, Cerebro, the House of X image. Yeah. It says 10 years later.
Oh, okay.
So that's how many years the Marvel Universe has been around. It's been 10 years.
Well, no, that's how many years that the X-Men have been around. Because it's not. That's not saying that
so,
year.
But I mean,
I don't think because by that logic, then Peter's 25. Because he started when he was 15.
I bet that's what they shoot for, though. I mean, I don't think he's 25, but I think that's what they shoot for.
I think they're going to keep him at 25 for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? Just because if we go life story, we get a 40-year-old Peter. Like, as cool as that would be. Yeah. They're not going.
No one's going to do it unless it's an Elseworld story. No one's going to do it
because Peter's always had like this kind of youthful.
Right, and nor should they. I mean, and realistically,
Batman's a character who I like to see old because he's a very mature old man. Yeah. So like I don't need Peter to be that kind of
Well, and the good thing is too is with the comics how slow the story comes out. Yeah. Like what feels like a year for us in stories is actually like a week. Yeah. For them.
Yeah. Well, there's the whole thing of Marvel time. Yeah. Where because Peter was 16 in the 50s, and it's yeah. Right. So, but. That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah. I like... So I
thought that was funny. When I read that, I was like, oh, so it's only been 10 years. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Wow.
Really funny.
But, no, yeah, for me, with headcanon, I think Peter is definitely like 28. Yeah. Like he's definitely approaching 30. Yeah. I don't think he's necessarily 30. because I
but he's
don't
late,
think
late to mid.
Yeah, he doesn't
late
have
20s.
that 30s like mindset.
Yeah.
He still feels like not a graduated student, but
he's a grad school kid, post grad school. Yeah. So that makes sense. But I'm trying to think of anything that I heard. We got a new trailer for Nightwolf for Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. Is it cool?
He looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it looks. Here's I don't know. With these Mortal Kombat DLC things, I spent a lot of money on this game already because I had a mishap with the game because I bought it for Switch. And I hated it, and then I traded it in.
Yeah, you told me.
So I ended up. It was a net loss of negative $30, so I had to buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent $90 on the game for the most part. So I'd rather not get DLC characters until I know for sure I really, really want them.
Yeah.
And Nightwolf looks cool. Shang Tsung looks really, really cool. Shao Kahn looks really, really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna ever play them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And then also we got the new Smash character, the hero. They shadow dropped them from Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
You see that trailer? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Again, I don't know if I'll get them. Mm-hmm. I might. I think Smash is a game I would get all the characters for.
Yeah.
Just because it's cool to have that big giant roster.
Yeah, and each character is handcrafted, and also at this point, it's becoming every character is a different corner of gaming history. Yeah, which is really cool.
We've got big JRPG now, and the next we've got Banjo. Those are totally fucking. But the hero looks interesting. He's got this weird so he's got an MP bar, and so that's your special move stuff. So you can do your special moves until you run out of that, and then it rebuilds when you do attacks. And it's interesting, and you can hold down your special moves to use up more. But then your down B, you pull up a menu, and you pick from a list of four special moves, but they're random, and that I don't like. I hate putting randoms RNG stuff into Peach. Peach is tough because you randomly get Game & Watch. Game & Watch is tough because you get the random 1 through 9 for that damage on his attack, and so it's unreliable. It's inconsistent. So I don't know if the hero is going to be, because of that, I don't know if he's going to be that competitively viable. Yeah. Personally, but I don't know. He seems cool. He seems like he's got a bunch of good attacks. He seems like he moves a lot. I don't know. I will see. I might get him. I might test him out. His stage, I think the stage is going to be what gets me these characters if I don't want them. Yeah. Because it was the stage that got me Joker. I didn't really want Joker, but the stage is really cool for Joker. So I was just fuck it, I'll get it. The stage for the hero is not really my thing. It's just kind of just flat Final Destination with 2 things up there. Fair enough. It's it's good competitive stuff, yeah, but it's we already have that.
Yeah, and plus, don't they already give it to you when you select Battlefield? Can't you
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so what's the point of having that again?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
That's
Maybe
such a cool idea, by the way.
But
how you can just have Battlefield.
Yeah, so I don't. But the good thing is, I don't use regular Battlefield anymore. Yeah, I just go to random and I just pick that because it's just so much more visually. Yeah. Yeah. But what else? I think that's kind of everything that happened, right? I haven't thought of. Yeah. There's probably some rumors for movies and stuff, but nothing concrete yet. Yeah. There's always gonna be some motherfucking the Batman rumors until the end of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's rumors actually going around that at D23 we're gonna get there. At least not we, the beautiful people who go to D23, may see snippets of Phase 5.
Oh, Phase 5, okay.
Yeah, and
that seems kind of weird.
I don't know, but you know why? Because a few years ago at D23, those same people who went, they got to see the first trailer of Infinity War. And then we didn't get to see it.
But we didn't. But that's the thing. That the difference was we had an Infinity War announced. We knew the title. We might get a snip. We might see something for Blade, or
I mean, I guess so. Just because.
Also, we were closer to Infinity War. We might get a trailer for Doctor Strange. We might get a trailer for Thor. Not for Thor. But, we might get a trailer. They might get a trailer.
I think what they might do is they might drop the logo for maybe a couple of Phase 5 movies. Yeah, maybe because that's what some people were really expecting from Comic-Con. Was at least can we see the title of Fantastic Four? Can we see the title of X-Men?
I'm gonna bet you it's just gonna be Fantastic Four.
Probably.
It's gonna be the 3rd movie called Fantastic Four. Whatever. No, the 4th. Wait.
I mean, even that would have gotten me so hyped.
It'll be the 4th movie called Fantastic Four, yeah. Right? Yeah, because we had the 70s one that was shitty, 2000s one that was horrible, but I love it, and then Fan 4 Stick, and then this one will be the 4th one called if they call it Fantastic Four.
Well, no, because the original Fantastic Four, or not the original, but the early
70s?
2000s one,
Yeah.
that one got a sequel.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, the fourth iteration
The
of
fourth,
them?
the fourth movie just called Fantastic Four. If it's called Fantastic Four.
I am so confused.
So okay, so we had a movie. We had a shitty movie in the 70s that was called Fantastic Four.
Right.
2000s we had Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Skip Rise of Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
That's 3. Fantastic Four. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
If this next one's called Fantastic Four, it will be the fourth thing called Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they've had a bit of a troubled past.
It's because Fantastic Four sucks. You can't make any good movies with them.
No, they're the hardest characters to pin down.
Just like how Superman's so hard,
Yeah, he's difficult. Oh, did you hear about those rumors that J.J. Abrams he might do Superman? The rumors are really unreliable because apparently the reason why is because J.J. Abrams locked himself in to direct Warner Brother films, and that's basically where
that's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think J.J. Abrams... I love J.J. Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a great filmmaker. He's not a good storyteller. The more that I, kind of think about it, the first Star Trek was alright, but it wasn't great. Mm-hmm. And same with I always call it Wrath of Khan with Into Darkness. Mm-hmm. Force Awakens I liked, but it was a retread. Mm-hmm. He just copied it, and he set up things that weren't paid off. And it's like he's got this he has his mystery box format, which is really great the first viewing, but then the second you kind of start to think about it, or if there's sequels and stuff, it just doesn't really work so much. And it's a very
I think all of his talent is going to be... we're going to have to really see how episode 9 comes out, I think. Personally. Oh, yeah. Because, if he's a hack, that movie's just going to fall apart in front of our faces, and we'll just see whatever skeleton
it is. And it does not help that it is also the writer of Batman v Superman doing this movie.
Oh, God, Lord.
Yeah.
Or he can pull a rabbit from his hat.
Yeah.
And just completely
solidify. I think JJ is a director who is 100% reliant on the script he's given. I don't think he can necessarily take a bad script and make it great, but he can take a great script and make it great, or a good script make it great.
Yeah, he does a good job of staying faithful to it, but also figuring out how to experiment in ways to make the source material or the script better.
Yeah, all in all, I'm saying I don't want it for Superman.
Well, he was supposed to do one.
He was supposed to fly by. It sounded like shit.
It does.
Sounded like fucking garbage.
Oh man, can we just get something with my boy?
I think
Blue?
we're not. I really think the plan is let's do
Batman.
Let's do Batman. We'll do Batman because we've already been working on it for a while. Matt Reeves has signed on, but because we don't have anybody signed on for Superman, Henry Cavill is doing The Witcher, which looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, it's actually solely based off the books.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm saying
the show.
The show. It's I'm sure the writing's going to be good. Mm-hmm. They're really trying to be Game of Thrones. Yeah, and they're not going to be Game of Thrones because George R. R. Martin is so above. Say what you will about the Game of Thrones. George R. R. Martin is a fucking genius. If you watch Game of Thrones and you're like, I don't like certain things, I will guarantee you it's not in the books. All the stuff that's controversial about Game of Thrones, there's a lot of scenes that a lot of people are really they're not great. They don't do it well. Yeah, they're not in the books. They're not in the books. George R. R. Martin is George R. R. Martin's a fucking genius. So the fact that these Witcher shows trying to be the new Game of Thrones, I don't think it's gonna be because I don't know. I mean, I haven't read the books. They could be great. They could be incredible, but. Yeah, we'll see. I think George R. R. Martin is such a I think this is gonna feel more like a Game of Thrones clone than Game of Thrones itself. Probably. It's gonna fill that hole for some people, but not for everybody.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a bit of controversy because a lot of the people who watch the trailer and are invested in the idea of a Witcher show are obviously people who are coming off the hype of the video game. Yeah, but apparently the original writer of the books. He views the video game as an Elseworld.
Yeah, he hates games. He thinks
he hates video games in general, right? So,
but it's calm down, man. You're a fantasy. You're a fantasy writer. You're not
And I
not saying that fantasy games or the fantasy books are less valid, but that doesn't mean the video games are less valid. That's not very fair.
Right? That's not fair. Especially you can sit here and act smug, about this sort of stuff.
But the games are what most people know.
Right, and it's what made your brand very popular.
Good fucking games.
And realistically, I mean, hate to make this statement, but that's probably the reason why this show's being made in.
Oh no, 100% is.
Yeah,
Netflix would not be like, hey, let's pick this. It's like with the when The Walking Dead came out. Mm-hmm. The Walking Dead was nothing.
Yeah,
the comic was this obscure fucking thing. Yeah. And Frank Darabont was like, I want to do this. Mm-hmm. I love this book. I want to make it. Yeah, but fucking Netflix was probably like, oh, the Witcher games are popular. Game of Thrones is popular. Let's make our own with the Yeah, but. I don't know, the show looks alright. I'm sure the script might be good, but just the production of the show doesn't look great. Yeah. I don't really think Henry Cavill was a good pick. Because I love him. It's really
jarring,
I love him for sure, but it's maybe because I haven't read the books, but the Geralt in the games does not come across as that. Mm-hmm. He's not that chiseled. He's not that, clean. Right. So it's a little bit weird because Geralt is a very, old, gruff, daddy. He's like a father. He's like Kratos in the new game, in the new God of War, which you gotta fucking play, dude. Mm-hmm. Dude, you gotta fucking play that shit. Holy fucking shit.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. This show could be good, but back to Superman. I think their plan is let's make Batman because we have people on it. Mm-hmm. We've been saying we're gonna make it. Yeah. We don't have any plans for Superman yet, so let's not tie Henry down. Let's not tie anybody down yet. Let's just make our things, and then if somebody comes to us. Let's put some space between the Snyder stuff. Mm-hmm. And then if we decide we want to make a Superman movie, we'll go to Cavill first. We'll go to him first, but we are not going to give him a contract or anything. We're going to go to him first, and if he's busy, we'll do somebody else. But if he's not busy and he wants to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think they're waiting for an idea. I think they're waiting for a pitch.
I think they're waiting for somebody good, and I thought that's what Matthew Vaughn was doing, but it's supposedly not, which that's a shame because he's my favorite filmmaker. I love him.
That to me that's the dream come true. Yeah. It's not J.J. Abrams. It's Vaughn. It's Vaughn.
And I think maybe Vaughn might be again. I think Vaughn and Cavill will be the first people they go to when Warner Brothers is like, okay, there's been enough space. Mm-hmm. People need Superman again. Yeah. Let's give them Superman. Yeah. Because I think right now they don't want to build their universe around Superman anymore. Because that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to build it all around Superman. Mm-hmm. And it didn't work so well because they started on a poor foundation of Man of Steel. So, I think they're going to be like, let's do Birds of Prey. Let's do Shazam. Let's do Aquaman. Let's do Black Adam. Let's do,
Yeah, let's invest in the entire universe.
Yeah, let's do some stuff that... Let's basically pull a Marvel where the MCU didn't have their big guns for a while. Their biggest gun was Captain America. And so it's let's do that and let's make a franchise based on characters who aren't so well known and they won't be super connected, but then we can maybe connect it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd rather them focus on just making good movies than trying to force out a Superman movie.
Absolutely.
Because if they force out a Superman movie, that's kind of what they did with Man of Steel. Yeah. Man of Steel, they were like, oh, Batman's doing super well. We need another Superman movie.
Yeah. Whip it up, guys. Yeah. Let's get Zack Snyder.
Yeah. I think they should just bring back that fucking Green Arrow Supermax script.
Oh, that'd be freaking
get Kevin Smith to direct it. Holy fucking shit.
That'd be amazing.
That would kill me.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Oh man, that script. Yeah, when I heard that script and what it was,
it's perfect.
It's the perfect one.
Yeah.
Especially inside of a universe. You know what I mean? As a self-contained thing, it still works.
Yeah.
But if you have that inside of continuity and stuff like that, you got a lot of bells and whistles to play with.
Yeah, especially because if DC builds up their villains well, because it's the thing Marvel hasn't been doing. Right. DC could do that. Yeah. But yeah. All right. Well, you want to wrap it up?
I think that's about everything. Okay. I think we covered all 9 yards.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching or listening or whatever. Again, if you want this podcast is on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. I think it's on iTunes. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't really check. But I gotta know. I think it's on iTunes. I'm pretty sure. So. But and other things. But if you're on YouTube and you want to, be sure to subscribe to Storytelling and Vlaire for more of this. Be sure to subscribe to me, TroyBO17, to see more of my stupid opinions. I just had my Spider-Man Fanboy Rewrite Spider-Man Far From Home released today at 11:30 in the morning. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. And yeah, you got your Comic-Con video coming out still? You working on that?
Yeah, I'm slowly working on that. Definitely go check out Troy Boyo stuff, honestly. It's very well polished. Especially the Spider-Man video. Come on. And be nice, I mean, he's just stating his opinion. We all have opinions about
People
stuff.
have actually been pretty good. People have been pretty good so far. I mean, it's only been what? 5 hours. But
cool.
Doing pretty nice about it.
Cool. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we're just comic book fans wanting to talk about comics. Our opinions don't mean shit to the larger body of comics.
Definitely not our opinions. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, just take it at that. You know, if you disagree with us, that's fine too. You know, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening. We'll see you around. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.